Hello everyone, how you are doing? Hope you are doing good. Okay, so in this video, we'll be discussing about Uranus and Neptune. Okay, Uranus and Neptune. So let's first move on to Uranus. Okay, so when we talk about the location of Uranus, it's the seventh planet from the Sun. Okay, it's the seventh one, and it's the third largest planet. So what's the largest one? Okay, if you recall, the largest one is, yes, Jupiter. Okay, the largest one was Jupiter, and then second largest was Saturn, and third largest is Uranus. Okay, this might come in MCQ questions, so keep them in your mind. The largest is Jupiter, second largest Saturn, and third largest is Uranus. Uranus has 27 natural satellites, okay, or moons. Okay, but the number of natural satellites have been changed now. If you Google it, like you did for Saturn and Jupiter, the number of natural satellites that they have been increased. Okay, අපි මේ natural satellites ලට සිංහලෙන් කියනවා චන්ද්‍රයින් කියලා. හරි. ඒතර මේ චන්ද්‍රයින් ජුපිටර් සැටර්න් යුරේනස් වගේම නෙප්චූන් මේ හැම ග්‍රහලෝකයකටම ඉන්න natural satellites දැන් වෙනකොට වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ විද්‍යාව දියුණු වෙනවත් එක්කම scientists අලුතෙන් හොයා ගන්නකොට මේ ස්වභාවික මේ natural satellites නැත්නම් චන්ද්‍රයින් ගණන වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා. නමුත් ඔයාලගේ ටෙක්ස්ට් බුක් එකේ දීලා තියෙන නම්බර් එක මම ඇතුළත් කරා ඔයාලට උගන්වද්දි. නමුත් ඔයාලගේ common sense එක ඔයාලා දැනගන්න ඔයාලට පුළුවන් Google එක use කරලා බලන්න number of natural satellites දැන් කොච්චරක් තියෙනවද කියලා මේ ග්‍රහලෝක වලට. And other important factors that you need to know, Uranus too has a thin set of rings around it. Okay, now what was the other planet that had natural satellite, set of rings around it? It was, yes, Saturn. Okay, Saturn also has an attractive set of ring around it. Okay, that was Saturn. Just like Saturn, Uranus also has a thin set of rings around it. But the thing is, it's not that visible like it does in Saturn. Saturn එකේ තරම් මේක හොඳට පැහැදිලිව පේන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් Uranus එකේ බොහොම සියුම් rings එහෙම නැත්නම් වලලු ස්වභාවයක් අපිට දකින්න පුළුවන්. So that was about Uranus. Okay, and then I'll be showing you a video later on, but just now let's move on to Neptune. So Neptune, okay, මේකලට සිංහලෙන් කියනෙත් මේ නමම Uranus කියනවා, Neptune කියලා කියනවා. So it's the last planet, okay, in our solar system. That's Neptune. It's the eighth planet. Okay, eighth planet from the sun, and it's the farthest planet from the sun. Farthest කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? ඈතින්ම ඉන්නේ ඉරෙන් ඈතින්ම ඉන්න කෙනා තමයි, සූර්යාගෙන් ඈතින්ම ඉන්න කෙනා තමයි Neptune කියලා කියන්නේ. It's when it comes to the size of the Neptune, it's 4 times larger than Earth. Okay, it's 4 times. So it's 4 times larger than Earth, and the natural satellite that this Neptune has is 14. Okay, 14 moons. It has 14 moons. It's seen in blue color. Okay, and it's extremely cold due to its long distance from sun. Now we know Neptune is the farthest planet from sun. So due to its location, or due to its long distance from the sun, the temperature is extremely cold. So humans cannot live in this planet due to its extreme cold temperature, and we can see this in blue color. Okay, so these are the points that you need to know, that's been given in the textbook, and that they expect you to know. Then let's quickly move on to a YouTube video, then that might be more clear for you. Okay, so let's first watch a video about Uranus. Okay, hope this is clear for you. Okay.
In ancient times, humans studied the night sky and discovered the worlds of Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. But beyond this realm of knowledge, another world shines brightly, just waiting to be discovered. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun. From a distance of about 20 astronomical units, or 20 times the distance between Earth and the Sun, Uranus orbits the star once every 84 Earth years, approximately the length of a human's entire life. This orbit causes each season of Uranus to last that much longer. Theoretically, a human living on Uranus would experience the 4 seasons only once, but each for about 21 years. Partially due to its distance from the Sun, Uranus boasts the coldest temperatures in the solar system. These icy temperatures, dropping as low as -370 degrees Fahrenheit, are largely influenced by the planet's composition. At about 4 Earths wide, Uranus has an Earth-sized core made of iron and magnesium silicate. The remainder, approximately 80% of Uranus, is a worldwide ocean of ices made of water, ammonia, and methane, the chemical behind the planet's cool blue color. This icy composition prevents Uranus from emitting much heat compared to other planets, making the blue world the solar system's coldest.
See, now you know the reason for this planet to be the coldest because of its composition and also due to its location. Okay, there are 2 reasons for its extreme cold temperature.
In addition to its extreme temperatures and orbit, Uranus has a dramatic orientation.
See, did you see the set of rings around it?
While the other 7 planets spin on their axes like tops, Uranus appears to roll along its equator. The planet is tilted at a near right angle, in which polar regions point toward and away from the Sun rather than upward and downward. This tilt, thought to be the result of Uranus's collision with at least one celestial body, has also affected the orientation of Uranus's 13 rings and 27 known moons. Unlike the rings and moons of other worlds, which orbit their home planets horizontally, those of Uranus orbit in a vertical orientation along the planet's tilted equator, much like a Ferris wheel. Uranus and its many unusual features were a mystery to the ancients, and the planet was actually thought to be a star. But in the late 18th century, astronomer William Herschel discovered that the celestial object was actually a new world. The scientific community debated over what the planet should be called, and eventually chose a name suggested by astronomer Johann Elert Bode. Bode believed that since Jupiter was the father of the gods, and Saturn was the father of Jupiter, then this new planet should be the father of Saturn, Syllabus. But rather than following the tradition of using names from ancient Roman religion, Bode instead opted for Syllabus's ancient Greek equivalent, Uranos. Uranos, the ancient Greek god of the heavens, was then Latinized to be Uranus. To this day.
Okay, now we know a bit about Uranus also. Okay, then let's move to Neptune, the last planet in our solar system. Okay.
Along the dark edges of the solar system, it floats. Anchored by a star, but barely graced by its warmth, this traveler drifts alone, as deceptively calm and elusive as the deep blue sea. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. At about 30 times the distance between our star and the Earth, or 30 astronomical units, Neptune is the most distant planet in our solar system. This distance creates the longest orbit of the 8 worlds, about 165 years, with the seasons lasting a little over 40 Earth years each. Being so far away from the heat and light of the Sun, Neptune is cold, dark, and icy. At its heart is a solid core about 1.5 times the size of Earth. Making up about 45% of the planet's mass, the core is made of water ice and silicate rock. The rest of the planet is believed to be a hot, pressurized ocean of water, methane, and ammonia ices surrounded by a layer of clouds. These clouds, predominantly made of hydrogen and helium, include traces of methane, which give this ocean world its rich blue color. While the clouds create a cool, calm veneer from afar, up close they are whipped around by the most severe weather in the solar system. Winds on the planet reach speeds of over 1,200 miles per hour, nearly 5 times faster than the strong. Along the dark edges of the solar longest orbit of the 8 worlds, about 45% of the planet's mass, the core is made of water ice and silicate rock. The rest of the planet is believed to be a hot, pressurized ocean of water, methane, and ammonia ices surrounded by a layer of clouds. These clouds, predominantly made of hydrogen and helium, include traces of methane, which give this ocean world its rich blue color. While the clouds create a cool, calm veneer from afar, up close they are whipped around by the most severe weather in the solar system. Winds on the planet reach speeds of over 1,200 miles per hour, nearly 5 times faster than the strongest winds recorded on Earth. In fact, the winds are so powerful that they break the sound barrier. Drifting high above this windy ice giant is a quiet ecosystem of rings and satellites. 6 rings encircle the planet, with some containing ring arcs, or clusters of dust particles in a ring. Also revolving around the planet are 14 known moons, with the largest called Triton. Named after the son of the ancient Greek sea god, Triton has ice volcanoes and may even contain a subsurface ocean. Much is left to be discovered about Neptune, its rings, and its moons. Only one spacecraft, Voyager 2, has visited these cosmic bodies, but future missions to this mysterious, icy world would have even more stories to tell.
Okay, so that is about Neptune. Okay, so now we have learned about all our 8 planets in our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Okay, my very educated mother, Mars, just Jupiter, served Saturn, us, Uranus, Noodles, Neptune. Okay, so far we have discussed about these 8 planets. Okay, hope that was clear for you. So if you are curious, you can Google them, or you can go to YouTube and you can type the names of these planets, and you can know more about them. මේක බලද්දි ගොඩක් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ටිං නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි වීඩියෝස් බලද්දි අලුත් කාරණා අපිට දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. නෙප්චූන්ට කොහොමද යාගේ නේම් එක හම්බුනේ? යුරේනස්ට කොහොමද යාගේ නේම් එක දීලා තියෙන්නේ? එතකොට ඒ ප්ලැනට් එකේ තියෙන එක එක දේවල් දැන් අපි නෙප්චූන් එක ඉගෙන ගත්තා. ලොකු ස්ටෝම්ස් වගේ දේවල් අපිට නෙප්චූන් එකේ දකින්න පුළුවන්, and they are 5 times faster than the winds that we see on Earth. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි පෘථිවියේ දකින සුළං හැමීම් වලට කියන්නේ වේගවත්ම සුළං හැමීම් වලට වඩා 5 ගුණයක් වේගවත් කියනවා මේ නෙප්චූන් එකේ තියෙන ස්ටෝම්ස්. ඒතර අපි මේ වගේ දේවල් දැනගත්තී ගොඩක් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ටිං නේද? හරි, ඔයාලට පුළුවන් මේ ගැන තවත් වීඩියෝස් වල තවත් ඉගෙන ගන්න. So with that I'll stop for today. Then in our next video we'll learn more about our solar system. Okay. Thank you for watching.